A computer problem that caused a massive payment delay to thousands of jobless workers has now been resolved. New Jersey officials blame a statewide computer update for those delays. In all, about 115,000 filings were expected over the two-day period. Shifting gears, Governor Christie wants to make it easier for students to pay for college in New Jersey. Governor Christie announced today the details behind his urban scholarship program. The $1 million plan would help students in need in 14 areas get as much as $1,000 in grant money. The governor says having a college education is more important than ever when it comes to finding high-paying jobs.
Those parents' dreams are to have their children have a better life and better opportunity than the ones they have.
Money for the governor's urban scholarship program must be approved by the legislature as part of the budget. To see if your child would qualify, tune in at 8 p.m. News 12 New Jersey's Luke Margolis will have the full report. A Newark man will spend 15 years in prison for a carjacking and 4 armed robberies. Reginald Ware was sentenced today after pleading guilty to the crime. Some tense moments this morning in Jersey City when police responded to a call of a grenade found inside an apartment building. Tonight, police in Hoboken are looking for the man who pulled off a bank robbery by saying he had a bomb. The suspect went into the Chase Bank on River Street yesterday afternoon. He handed a teller a note saying he had a bomb and gave her 60 seconds to hand over cash. She gave him $4,600 in a white envelope. He ran away. Now, what if a potential boss asked you for access to your Facebook page?
Would you give it? And is it even legal for an employer to ask for your username and password?
And all of you have answered with a collective no. Mary says clear invasion of privacy, not only for the future employee, but all of their family and friends who don't know they are being spied on by a stranger. We want to know what you think. Head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com, and search News 12 New Jersey. The Lodi teen accused of firebombing Bergen County synagogues may have also been eyeing a public school in Camden County. These are new details from the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. 19-year-old Akash Dalal, along with 19-year-old Anthony Graziano, are accused of conspiring to terrorize Bergen's Jewish community. They're each being held on $2.5 million bail. New Jersey Transit paid more than $4 million last year for unused sick and vacation time. That's for non-union workers. This despite a new policy to rein in those payments. 736 workers collected under the system, but the new policy caps single time-off payments for non-union employees at $15,000. 7 Wayne Hills High School football players charged with beating up 2 students from a rival school last year have been sentenced to probation. Each of the teens pled guilty to simple assault and will enter a juvenile probation program. Residents and fans were divided last year after the players were suspended and barred from playing in the state championship game. And another mid-flight disturbance happened just hours later on board a U.S. Airways flight. An intoxicated, unruly woman is accused of attacking crew members on that plane. A New Jersey man is accused of ripping off an Atlantic City casino for more than $165,000. Investigators say Tony Dilligard II made copies of 9 checks from Harrah's and deposited the originals and those duplicates. He was already facing charges for what authorities say was a $2 million unemployment fraud scheme. His mother, father, and sister were also charged for that activity.
A busy night for breaking news here at News 12 New Jersey.
A story that has been an entire day in the making. Tim Tebow is officially a New York Jet. But first, an out-of-control brush fire burning right near the Meadowlands, shutting down parts of the Turnpike. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Lucy Segal.
And I'm Della Cruz. Right now, that blaze has burned at least 100 acres.
This is News 12 New Jersey.
Thank you for joining us here on News 12 New Jersey. I'm Brian Jenkins.
And I'm Lucy Segal. We begin tonight in Hudson County, where police have shot and killed an armed man. It happened around 7:30 this evening at 194 West 24th Street in Bayonne.
Well, you're watching News 12 New Jersey. I'm Eric Lanskroner.
And I'm Lucy Segal. Thank you for joining us tonight.
A bank robbery today in Ocean County with an outcome that might make you laugh a little.
Shore reporter Carla Bardina joins us from outside the Chase Bank in Toms River with a story you'll see only on 12. Carla, It almost sounds like a scene from a comedy.
It sure does. A guy basically walked into this bank behind me. He handed a note to the teller demanding cash.
I gotta remember that one. A guy walked into a bank, went to a hotel. I mean, that's really a good joke.
Oh boy. All right, Carla Bardini, thank you for that.
The Trayvon Martin shooting touched off angry protests around the country, including here in New Jersey, many of those in Newark. News 12 New Jersey's Newark reporter Rick Holmes has reaction from the Brick City to the charges announced today.
Within 4 weeks of Trayvon Martin's killing, protests had reached the Garden State.
Now, we want to hear what you think of today's developments. Log on to facebook.com/news12nj. Post your comments about this story. We will read some of your comments coming up in the next half hour. And some wonderful weather this Wednesday, although a bit windy.
A little breezy. I mean, if that's
Your hair has some wind in it.
You have any hairspray?
I do.
I have to borrow some. If that's the only thing that we're really worried about is the breeze, teasing. Then all is well with the forecast. Let's walk over to the weather wall.
And now for Weather on the Ones with Michelle Powers. And clearly it is the start of spring. We broke out our spring colors in honor of this day.
Yes, I did.
And now for a look at Weather on the Ones. I look past the debris and I just see that beautiful ocean and think, is summer near?
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to be thinking that even more over the weekend.